What is up, YouTube? This here is KingCobraJFS with another video. So a couple days ago, I had a fan hit me up on Facebook, and he was asking me, "Hey man, I'm trying to impress this girl. I want to be more cool. Do you have any advice?" And I'm like, well, the best advice I can give you is to just be yourself and to be confident in yourself. So I'm posting on my Facebook, ban the guns. Okay, you know what? Delete. Let's see, if we tried alcohol prohibition, it didn't work. It didn't stop criminals from getting them. If you make guns illegal, you'll just make it easier for criminals to get them. So, let's keep guns legal and have stricter gun control. How about that? I'm sorry, Lord Cobra. I'm behind on your videos. I've been watching the new Voltron on Netflix with my spare time, but I'll do whatever it takes to make this right. Hey, man, no worries. No worries. Anyway, the fan that had asked the question, his name is Ronan Jones, and this girl he's trying to impress, her name is Orla, and Orla happens to watch my videos very religiously. So Orla, if you're watching this video, you gotta give Mr. Ronan Jones a chance. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a legit guy. He just wants to impress you. You know what I'm saying? And I says to Mr. Jones, I says, if you want to impress her, man, you got to be yourself and be confident. You know, and above all, you don't want to overthink shit when you're trying to talk to the opposite sex. Overthinking shit is a great way to, you know, potentially fuck things up. You know, as I didn't have to work today, I did just a little bit of partying yesterday, and it was quite nice. I had fun. Went to a friend's house and got a little bit wasted, just a little bit. And then I walked home. But yeah, the best thing you can do is not overthink shit, man. And if he or she doesn't like you, okay, if he or she does not like you for who you are as a person, they're not worth your time, you know? And it sucks getting rejected. I've been there plenty of times, you know? I never actually had a girl that I've crushed on like me back before. It kind of sucks, actually. Yeah. Then how the fuck did I get my first girlfriend? That's a good question. You know, I had this girl at Job Corps that really liked me. Her name was Stephanie, and one of my other friends, she comes up to me. She also has Asperger's. This other friend of mine, and she goes, "Hey, my friend Stephanie really likes you. Would you like to meet her?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Give it a chance, you know." I will say this, though. Stephanie wasn't half bad looking, actually. She was actually kind of cute. You know. I could have done worse than my first girlfriend. To think I corrupted somebody so sweet and innocent. If you thought that if you thought that my childhood was sheltered, it was nothing compared to Stephanie's. And I can remember going to parties with friends of mine, and I'd bring Stephanie along, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'd be high as a kite out of my fucking mind on alcohol and what have you, and freaking Stephanie would be like, I don't know what to do, and I'd be like, hey babe, it's okay, just relax, you know? You gotta mingle a little bit, you know? It was kind of funny that I was the one giving direction on that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I did to that post on Facebook? I deleted it. The dude was trying to say ban guns, and I'm like, nah, I didn't feel like getting into it with this dude. Guns are not the problem, okay? Ignorance is the problem. And you can sit there and blame religion for these problems, but not everybody in their religious belief is like that. Okay? You can blame guns for the problem, but here's the thing of it, not everybody that owns a gun is a crazy nut job. Case in point right here. I own a gun, and I'm crazy in my own special way, but I'm not that kind of crazy. Let's not ban guns, let's ban ignorance. Straight up. Being heterosexual can be frustrating sometimes, but, you know, I will acknowledge that it can't be any worse than what the gay community is going through right now. Like, that is some bullshit. Like, I don't even want to talk about it right now because it's just too goddamn frustrating. You know? But going back to what I was saying, I was talking to Mr. Jones on Facebook, and I says to him, well, you know, I can do a video talking about it, and I don't have to mention your name. And he's like, actually, dude, it would be so metal if you mentioned my name. I'm like, alright, see what I can do. I mean, Orla, you don't have to give Ronan Jones a chance. You don't have to, but it'd be super cool if you did, because he really likes you, and he just wants to impress you, you know. But here's why, YouTube, here's why you should not try to be something you're not when you're trying to impress the ladies. One, if you're trying to be something you're not, you're basically lying to her. And that's not cool, you know. Excuse me. I had a bowl of pipe tobacco I loaded last night. Took a couple hits out the pipe and the tobacco itself, and then I'm like, pass the fuck out. mean, could you imagine YouTube? You take gay club out of the equation, okay? It doesn't have to be a gay club. It could be any fucking bar. Any bar, any club. You know, you go to a club to find true love and to do some shots with your friends. Only to have the place shot up by a crazy asshole. Fuck that, man. And could you imagine having to be the person that goes in there to check their pulse to make sure if they're dead or not? Could you imagine? It's like you think your job sucks. You gotta listen to cell phones go off, loved ones calling them, being like, "Are you all right?" Hearing all these cell phones go off in these dead people's pockets. "49 people killed and 53 injured, plus a decent singer from The Voice." And what did Christina Grimmie do to anybody? Nothing. In fact, she was signing autographs for people when she got shot. It's a damn shame, too, because she was really cute. And from what I heard, she was a really good singer. Well, she must have been a good singer if she got on The Voice. Now, going back to the main topic of the video, how to talk to girls. You know, I've had my fair share of rejection. It sucks. Now, in most cases, whenever I've had a crush on a girl, she either thought I was creepy or she friend zoned me. I've never once in my life, okay, I've never once had a crush on a girl that liked me back. Liked me, you know what I'm saying? And it's frustrating, to say the least, and it's like I'm 25 and I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 in five more fucking years. And it hasn't happened yet. You know, and it's so frustrating. One of the reasons why I don't try as hard as I should. But I suppose you have to have some kind of faith that it'll happen one day. And that's all you can do, you know. If it happens, it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, then, you know, it don't happen. At least with guns being sold in responsible gun-owning shops, there is some regulation there. If you make guns illegal, that's just one more law for a criminal to break. At least the majority of gun shops do background checks. And if they're seeing your background checks a little bit sketchy, they're going to be like, well, I'm sorry, here's your money, I'm not going to sell this gun to you, you know. But this guideline, so to speak, this also applies to the ladies out there, you know. If you're a woman out there trying to talk to a dude that you like, then, you know, it's important, like I said, to relax, be yourself, don't overthink shit, and put some confidence in yourself, you know. And this is the unfortunate part about trying to find somebody to be with, is that, you know, people are going to have standards, and if you don't meet that person's standards, they're not going to want to be with you. And believe me, I know it sucks, okay? I know if it makes you feel like shit, you know? This person you like, you're not good enough in their eyes. I know that stings. It stings real bad, you know? But you gotta suck it up and say, fuck them. Other fish in the sea, right? As the old expression goes. But, when I had a fan of mine reach out to me, ironically enough, this girl he likes, you know, being as she watches my videos religiously, that's how he came across my YouTube channel. I said, yeah, I do a video and mention it. So, I want to give a shout out to Ronan Jones and Orla. Thanks for watching my videos, you two. Food for thought. Pray for Orlando from Name Drops. Okay, you know what? I respect Dame Drops as a YouTuber. He's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. And I get that he's trying to do something nice by saying pray for Orlando. But do you think praying's gonna work? Because we take Orlando shooting out of the question. If I get down on my hands and knees and I say, God, I pray that you give me a Lamborghini, guess what? It's not going to happen. And I hate to be that harsh reality dickhead, but, you know. But if praying to some unseen bullshit sky god gives people comfort in life and helps them make sense of the ignorance and bullshit in our society, I'm not going to say shit about it. Now here's how prayer works. People who pray to God in their life for something to happen, you know, subconsciously they're going to find ways to make it happen. And they'll justify it by saying it's God's doing. And it's bullshit. I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody prays to God that they get a raise at work. And subconsciously, they're going to work harder and show more initiative at their job. And subconsciously, when they do this, the boss might be like, well, hey, I like the way this person's been doing a good job lately. I want to give them a raise. And so then the next paycheck comes around, and, you know, they're going to see that raise on their paycheck, and they're going to be like, oh, thank you, God, you're merciful. That's retarded. But if you want to pray for Orlando, go ahead. I'm not going to say you shouldn't, because that is truly some fucked up shit, though. And here's the kicker of it, YouTube. They're saying the shooter in Orlando might have been a closet homosexual. Of all ironic things. And you know what the funny thing of it is, YouTube? This is the funny thing of it. Is I get called a faggot for wearing eyeliner on YouTube. Because I'm goth. But I'm very comfortable with my heterosexuality. It's so comfortable that I don't mind wearing eyeliner from time to time. But people who make fun of me on YouTube for wearing eye makeup are the ones who are not comfortable with their sexuality. Otherwise, they wouldn't feel threatened or intimidated by me wearing eye makeup. Otherwise, they wouldn't say the things that they do. And that's not just people on YouTube making fun of me, man. It's anybody, you know. Walking around town wearing eye makeup, I've had people make sarcastic cat calls at me and shit like that. And it's like, dude, really? I'm so comfortable with my sexuality that it threatens you. Otherwise, you wouldn't do the things that you do. Now, I'm tired of being single. It sucks. You know, there's times... Oh, the best part about having a girlfriend is having someone there to be with you through all the bullshit. When you're down and depressed, you know, she's there to comfort you in a way. You know what I'm saying? If you've never cuddled your girlfriend at night as you're about to pass out, oh, you are missing out. It's like having a giant cuddly teddy bear. As sappy as that sounded. You know, I feel like that when women judge me and just assume I'm some creep show, they don't even fucking know me. You know? I'm the kind of guy, if I start dating a girl for the first time, I don't pressure her to do anything she doesn't want to do. That especially includes sex. You know what I'm saying? I would rather the girl that I'm dating be comfortable with me before she makes that decision, if that makes any sense. And that's just because I'm a gentleman, YouTube. Creepy, yes, I will acknowledge I'm very creepy. but I'm a gentleman of sorts, so, you know. But getting called creepy when you look at the way I dress. You know, people get treated a certain way if they dress a certain way. It's just our society, you know. Case in point, if a woman dresses in a provocative way, and, you know, if a woman dresses in a provocative way, and it makes her feel sexy and empowered, who the fuck are we to judge that woman for the way she dresses? But case in point, a lot of people look at her and think that she's a slut because she chooses to dress a certain way. Is that fair? No, it's not. The thing of it is, YouTube, you really can't ban ignorance, because there are some ignorant motherfuckers out there. Now, if the shooter in Orlando, Florida was gay, and maybe instead of him shooting up the Pulse nightclub, you know, here's a thought. Maybe he takes his AR-15 and he leaves it at home. And maybe he uses the gun to shoot for sport. Maybe he leaves his gun at home. Maybe he goes to that nightclub and he decides that, you know, maybe he wants to experiment a little bit, see where the night takes him, you know. And I guarantee you, YouTube, that if he would have done that instead of shooting up the nightclub, he would have found a community that would have openly accepted him. You know, the same can be said for that idiot Elliot Rogers. Always bitching and complaining because he can't get a girlfriend. Boo-hoo. And, you know, it's like, you know, if he would have avoided that shooting, maybe given it a couple of years, eventually Elliot Rogers would have found somebody. But no, he had to be a huge, conniving douchebag and shoot up the college campus and that one convenience store. Fuck Elliot Rogers. Hashtag fuck gun violence. Hashtag fuck ignorance. You know, and if I have a hard time getting a girlfriend in the moment, you know what I'm saying? I don't stress it out too much. I'll take that time to work on myself, get better at guitar, you know what I'm saying? Craft my wands that I make, get better at my cooking skills, you know what I'm saying? Women can be so goddamn frustrating because they love to start drama. But then again, men start drama too. Yeah, sure do. And I'm contemplating why it's so difficult for me to get a girlfriend sometimes. Because I have no confidence in myself whatsoever. And because I'm a mild YouTube celebrity. Which, that can be intimidating for some women. And it can be a turn on for some women, you know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, YouTube, is if my girlfriend didn't want to be in any of my YouTube videos, I wouldn't force her to do it, you know what I'm saying? But if it came up, I'd be like, well, yeah, this is kind of a little hobby that I do. I speak my mind. I try to help people out on YouTube with advice. But how can you give somebody advice about being confident in themselves when you yourself, when I myself am not confident in myself? That's a good question, isn't it? Let me ponder that while I puff my pipe. Even though I don't see it, even though I don't see it, I've had plenty of people tell me I'm handsome and attractive. But you know what, I'm going to watch this video real quick to see what Mr. Dame Drops has to say.
With so many degree options out there, we wanted to know why our students chose Southern New Hampshire University.
I can't afford college, nor do I want to go to college. I'm not interested in this ad. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
U.edu.
Foodie fam, rock with your boy. There's not going to be a special introduction to this video. There's not going to be a special outro for this video. This particular video is food for thought. This is just a segment where I want to talk to you all about things that are going on. In this past week, let me tell you, no other area has had it worse than Orlando, Florida. You know, we lost a great YouTube content creator, an amazing artist that was able to grow right here on YouTube and take it off of YouTube onto a whole different platform, performing for the masses. And that's Christina Grimmie. Me personally, I never had the opportunity to work with her. I don't even know her like that, to be honest with you. You know, on YouTube, there's just so many content creators, and from time to time, we have an opportunity.
I pronounced her last name wrong. Now I feel like a dick. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean to do that.
To collab with one another, spend time with one another outside of YouTube, rock with each other, and build friendships. That's not one of the individuals that I had opportunity to rock with. But my main man, Ed Bassmaster, he had that opportunity, you know. At the end of the day, when we lose a creator, you are losing family. Because that's what we are here on YouTube, regardless of the petty beefs that go back and forth here and you know, and the jokes that pop up, regardless of all that, we're all under one helm. We're all under the helm of YouTube. So when you come into a structure, because that's what it is, when you come into a structure, you are considered family. Whether you're an individual that just watches and supports everybody's videos, or if you are the viewer/creator, where you're watching videos and you create content for YouTube, it's all family. It's all that's it. We are who we are. A united front. So when you lose one in this united front, it hurts. It hurts because it's a piece of this community that's gone. And Christina was an amazing piece of this community. There's no replacing that. So to Christina's family, my condolences.
Right.
That loss hurts. That loss is something nobody wants to feel, even when it's your own family, even when it is your friends. Nobody wants to feel that pain. Nobody wants to know what that is.
You know what? I'm going to give this video, I want to like this video, Dame. Like. Now, the video is 12 minutes and 5 seconds long, but I get what he's saying, you know. Being anti-Sky God, I read the title of that video, and then I read way too much into that. But yeah, it's like he said, you know, all the petty beefs and the bullshit that go on YouTube, people talking shit in the comment sections, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, YouTube? But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is the most important thing about talking to people that you're attracted to, you know, is just to have confidence, you know, and be yourself. And if that person says for whatever reason they're not into you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take that with a grain of salt and be like, alright, that's cool, you know, other fish in the sea. But, yeah. Well, anyway, this is, KingCobraJFS with another video. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later.